Yo, what up? It's your boy Red. Yeah, we're gonna review Legend of Galactic Heroes Dynudis. I can't say that, but anyways, the whole time I was watching this, I was like, man, this reminds me of shit I used to watch. I mean, I grew up in the generation where sci-fi, mech, drama, romance, you know, was the shit during the 90s. You know, I was heavy coming out of the 80s to the 90s, and it eventually kind of died off, and we got the anime we have today, right? So I was watching this, I'm like, damn, this reminds me so much of that, because basically you have two galactic powers fighting each other, the Empire and the Free Alliance military. Now, they used to be one united federation, then eventually got taken over, became a fucking Galactic Empire, then they separated from them and then became the Free Alliance. Now they've been fighting each other for 150 years. That's a long time, right? It's longer than the 100 Years' War. Among the admirals, we got two very smart individuals who are very intelligent in tactics and stuff like that, and which are the ones we follow, our two main characters. We get to see both aspects, the Alliance and the Empire's point of view, which is, by the time you watch this, you realize what's going to happen in the show, and you could kind of guess. I mean, I've watched so many of these, I'm like, yeah, you know, I could kind of guess. And apparently this is actually a remake of this show from the 80s or in the 90s. I forget what year it was, where I think most of it was in the 90s. So I was like, oh, okay, no wonder this brings back so much nostalgia. They didn't remake this into a new, you know, show, new kind of thing. This is already done before. That makes sense. And I liked it, actually. I enjoyed watching this, and you guys should watch it, right? Our two main characters, right? We have Yang Wen Li from the Free Alliance military and Reinhard von Lohengram, hopefully I said it right, from the Empire. Now, both of these are great characters. I thought I was going to hate one and like the other one. Nah, I like both of them. Both have, you know, backstories enough to back them up while they're doing. Reinhardt's doing it all to liberate his sister from tyranny and basically destroy the Golden Bloom Empire. That's what they call themselves, because he's tired of seeing, you know, the nobles and stuff make the peasants and all that shit, you know, basic stuff. And then Yang Wen Li doesn't really want to be in the military. The only reason he did it because his father died, and he wanted to be a historian. That's what he wanted to be, and everything he's learned from tactics and stuff like that is basically through history. He's understanding that in order to move forward, we have to look back sometimes. That's the man he is, and great characters, both of them. Seriously, this is like one of those shows where I'm like, damn, who am I going to choose between if they ever fight each other? Which they do a couple times in the show, but it's done to the point where you realize they're never going to kill each other in these fights. It's kind of like, whatever. You go on with your life, right? But most of them, these two are our main characters. But there is a big cast, though, and these supporting characters do a great job. If you guys don't really know, like I said, I watched a lot of these. So for me, watching this show, I knew many of these characters were either not going to make it, or there's going to be a lot of betrayal, because these sci-fi shows always have some kind of betrayal, bittersweet irony. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that in this show. Many of these characters, some don't make it, like I said. They die in the worst ways, but I mean, it's realistically plausible how they die. It's not like, oh shit, he went down in flames. Nah, most of them either get assassinated or die in the weirdest ways, but that's life for us, right? Right here, though, you can see that some guy put this together, which is cool. You know, you can see the 90s version, our new version, the manga and stuff like that, so forth. But like any space opera drama, you know, this is great, and I enjoyed watching every second of it. I can't wait to hopefully they continue the show. I know that the OVA, the old one from the 90s, went for a while. I think 100 episodes. Hopefully we get more for this show. And hopefully, I mean, I love the original ending. I've already read what's going to happen to these two characters and what's in store for both the Alliance and the Empire. But I hope they diverge from that and change it a bit, just to appease audiences today. Because that ending would have worked back when I was a kid. But nowadays, I'm like, that's not going to be good endings. You know, you can't do that. These characters are lovable more than they ever been, in my opinion. But with that being said, though, just this show, season 1 and 2, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I loved it. Can't wait to see more. I fucking enjoyed. The battles were cool. I mean, with CGI and shit, you can make anything look cool, right? But it was legit, man. Hit that like, hit that sub, and I'll do more reviews later. Peace.